5 of them are within one series. Like, that's one series. So it's basically like that's either 1 or 5 because they're very small books. Or small, they're very short books. So do we count that as 1 or 5? I'm not sure. But I still, like, if I'm counting it as 5, so I got 9 books. My housemate, however, got 12. So it's always worse. You can always do worse. Except, like, it depends on how you look at it, because that can also be a good thing. It is a good thing. She got really good books. But, yeah. Let me get them. Also, you can, like, there's a mirror here, so we can, like, show you. I can show you my bookshelf. That's it. Let me get the books at that I wanted to show you. And we'll dive into that. Okay. These. Let me show you all of them. These are the books. I got a thumbnail. Okay, let's dive into it. I also have read one of them already. I've read one, but that's the top one because how long ago was that trip? Like 2 weeks ago. Doesn't matter. But let's put this to the side and I can show you all the books. I got both hardcovers and paperbacks. Though the hardcovers weren't really a choice that I made because I do prefer paperbacks, but okay. This is The Doll Factory. I have already read this one. Let me tell you, it was weird. I still don't know what genre it is. Though, no, wait. I looked it up. It was historical fiction with horror and romantic elements. I think that was it. I can put it down below. I'll put like every book that I have down below. So I got The Doll Factory, and the story behind this was actually that I went into a charity shop. This is the last book that I got during that week. We were walking towards a park or something. We passed a charity shop, and us seeing books, I was like, oh my god, we have to go in. So we did, and then on the shelf that you saw, like immediately upon walking into that store, there were some books displayed on there, and then this one really grabbed my attention, and like a friend of mine also saw it, and both of us were like, oh, that looks really good, let me grab it. Looks really good. So the woman was so proud of that shelf. She was like, I'm personally curating this shelf. So I'm so proud of it. She was so cute. But we grabbed this. Like, okay, it looks cool. What is it about? So we started reading it. Also, do you see this? This was also like a reason for getting it. Plus, it has like its own bookmark. is his muse, but like he teaches her also, and she can also live with him, so that was really nice. Her family absolutely hates her, but as we can predict, a romance between the two ensues, and that's like the regular part of the story. But there's also this other guy called Silas, who is a collector of dead things, and he has this like preservatory shop, so he sets them up, like, or that's not how you say that, I'm pretty sure. He just has like stuffed dead animals. He's absolutely obsessed with this, and he becomes obsessed with this girl. Like, he becomes her stalker, and she doesn't really notice, but he is absolutely in love with her, and like he's so weirded out with the fact that she's not returning his affection, even though he's kind of admiring her from afar, and eventually one thing leads to another, and a drama happens, things escalate, shit hits the fan, and a lot of chaos ensues. So, yeah. And that's like the horror part of the story. Like, there's a romance, but there's like a horror part, but it's also like set in 1850. So, in like London, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 1850 in London. Like, it's a fun book. It's weird though. It's not exactly what I expected it to be. So I guess like that's the reason why it was weird, but I liked it. I wouldn't really read it again, I think. But yeah, I got the Doll Factory. I'm pretty sure I have the books in opposite order of me buying them, so that was the last book that I bought. And then this is what I bought before that. This was secondhand. It was just like this stall in this market type thing. It was fun. I'll just show you. This is the 5-book series that I was talking about, and this is book 5. Let me just show you like this. I got the entire box set of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. ordinary Thursday lunchtime for Arthur Dent until his house gets demolished. The Earth follows shortly afterwards to make way for a new hyperspace express route, and his best friend has just announced that he's an alien. At this moment, they're hurtling through space with nothing but their towels and an innocuous-looking book inscribed with the big friendly words, "Don't panic. The weekend has only just begun." I didn't remember that. Yeah, the Earth basically gets blown up. And then, like, he was in luck because his friend was the alien. Like, his friend knew how to escape and that they had to escape. And then they go on adventures. That's the only thing I have to say about it. But yeah, it was funny though. It was really funny. So I would recommend, and they're really short. So even if you don't like reading, I think you would like this. I think everybody would like this. So this is like, I say short. Let's see, it's still 210 pages. That was shorter, but still 200's not a lot. You can give the first one a try and then see if you like it, honestly. If you want to get into reading, this one might be a good one. Because it's just stupid. It's so funny. It also says volume 1 in the trilogy of 5. A trilogy of 5. That doesn't make sense. But it works because this entire book is like that. So yeah. I got these. And the entire reason that I got them was, like, I saw them and was like, ooh, should I get them? And I was debating with myself. And I asked my housemate, I was like, should I get them? She was like, yeah. I did not need any more convincing, so I did get them. And I'm happy. I haven't read the rest yet. I'm planning on doing that soon, so. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Then, a very interesting book. I got this at a store, at a bookstore, / it's also like a publisher that only exists in the Bath, and it's called Persephone Books, and it's basically a bookseller / publisher that only sells and publishes books that were written by women that otherwise wouldn't have been published because they were written by women. I'm pretty sure. I'll put the link to the site down below. It's really, really cool. Also, this store was so beautiful. Oh my god. The aesthetic. There was one poster was in that store, and I wanted it so badly. I was like, where did you get that? They got the original, which is really sad, but I kind of want to try to make my own. See if that works. But yeah, I got this book. All the books look exactly the same too. So they all have this gray cover. And then the end papers, again, they all look different. They all have their own design. So this one looks like this. And it has a matching bookmark. All of them have matching bookmarks. And then it says the story here. The title is The Mystery of Mrs Blencarrow by Mrs Oliphant. And then the back literally has nothing on it except for Persephone, of course. And number 89. I think it's just the number of the book. And this is, it has like just a little small part of the story. It doesn't really